Namaste, my name is Dhieyo and welcome to my channel. Today I'll tell you about this pyramid in our body. There's a pyramid in our body where our guru lives. Once we interact with this guru and maintain that interaction with our guru, not just meet this guru, but once that we maintain this one-on-one interaction with our guru, our day-to-day life in this material world becomes extremely smooth. So this is what is called living a spiritual life. That experience of it, there's a practice for it which I will also tell you about now. So when a lot of people say, how does it feel like, living a spiritual life, what does it feel like, what does it mean? So the simplest way, there is no way to explain the exact emotion of it, but the best way to make somebody understand is like when you are somebody who doesn't know how to ride a horse and you're sitting on a horse who just trots, which is the slowest speed of a horse. You just start bouncing around. Forget about the horse galloping, it will just throw you off. So this is how we are right now. Without spiritual knowledge, you're just bouncing around on this planet. So with spiritual knowledge, you become like the rider who now knows how to ride a horse. The minute a rider sits on the horse, holds the horse with its thigh, the horse knows that, okay, the one sitting on me knows how to ride me. Everything about your life will become smooth. Your entire personality, no matter who you are, starts becoming a little royal the minute you are riding a horse. You know how to ride a horse. The same person who was bouncing around now has a different personality altogether. That's the difference. That's the importance of spiritual knowledge, spiritual practices, spiritual experiences. Now, so in every culture, there's a lot of importance given to a pyramid. Like the Egyptians have their pyramids. Here in India, when you talk about a triangle or a triangle symbol is always seen as Shiva. So every culture has some or the other importance given to a triangle, which no matter what the belief is, but the basic meaning of it is it connects us to the spirit world, to the afterlife. That's what a triangle means. Now there's a pyramid in our body and there's a guru that sits over there. Every experience that we are having in our life, our breath plays a huge role in it. So when you're tense, when you're angry, when you're upset, when you're feeling low, our breath shifts its position up and down, goes faster, becomes lower. So this is why they always teach that in meditation, concentrate on your breath. Your breath goes in, your breath comes out, but the main part of it is to have that intention in your mind to keep reminding yourself with that breath going in and out. When your breath goes in, I am not this body. When the breath comes down, I am a soul. So I'm not this body, I am a soul. So in our culture here, we call it dhyan. We don't call it meditation. We call it dhyan. Dhyan means awareness. To be aware of the fact that you are not this body, you are a soul. So this motion of the breath going in and the breath coming out from the nose is called hum sum. I am not this body, breathing in is called hum. I am a soul, breathing out is called sum. So when you are saying I am not this body, you're breathing in, I am not this body, I am a soul, you're breathing out. So body needs the breath. The soul doesn't need the breath. So when it is in the sum motion, which is breathing out from your nose, I am a soul, means that, okay, I don't need that breath. So a lot of people will teach you that, okay, you breathe in for a particular count, you hold it for a count, you breathe out for a further count. I will talk more about this, but right now, that entire portion where you are breathing in, there's a turning point that happens here. Our nose is that pyramid. There's a turning point that happens over here, is where the guru is sitting. Not on the third eye, it's sitting right over here. There's a turning point over here where your breath comes down. This turning point is where our guru is sitting. This guru is called self-realization. So now when you're saying, I'm not this body, the breath goes up, it's coming down. There's a turning point in your life, in your experience, which is now turning point, which is coming down on the other side saying, I am a soul. So in spirituality, a lot is spoken about, maintaining a balance. Yes, you have to maintain a balance between the material world and the spirit world. But then there comes a stage where now you need to start becoming more and more soul, more and more spirit. This is that turning point. So when you're practicing it, I am not this body, मैं शरीर नहीं, मैं आत्मा हूँ, I'm not this body, I'm a soul. So that turning point is your self-realization that you're not this body but a soul. This self-realization is what people call is our guru. There's no other better guru than you yourself, the soul, who once realizes that okay, I'm not this body, I'm a soul. There's no better guru than that. No book, no teacher, no human being, no soul, no spirit guide, nobody is better than this guru who's sitting in this pyramid right over here at that turning point. So when you keep practicing this, so when they say when your sum is more than hum, is now when you're connected with your guru, is now you're living, walking a spiritual life. Hum is when now hum is breathing in. मैं शरीर नहीं आत्मा हूँ. I am not this body. I'm a soul. You're breathing out. When you breathe out, instead of immediately taking a breath again, you hold on to this. You take a pause over here. Like I said, the body needs the breath, the soul doesn't need the breath. So when the sum, the breathing out, the pause after the breathing out, you have entirely taken the breath out. That pause is where you say you keep practicing. The longer you can stay in that sum form, in that reality that you are a soul, is when you start living a spiritual life. Your experiences go to another level altogether. So why do they say that okay, it is important to maintain that connection with your guru, your self realization? So tomorrow, once you've practiced this, you take this practice into the outer world. You could be sitting anywhere in your office, outside, partying, doing whatever you're doing. It'll take a fraction of a second to be in that. You will take a deep breath. मैं शरीर नहीं, I'm not this body, I'm a soul. You breathe out and you will be in that pause. Your day-to-day life will keep going on, but now this breath is in your control. Like that wild horse where you were bouncing around. Now the soul is controlling this entire projector. For anything that is going to come in front of you, you'll be like one royal guy or a girl who's sitting on that horse. Same person who was bouncing around is now, people will start seeing you in a different light. So a lot of people say that, okay, how come this person is so radiant, and this is what practices are they doing? This is the difference between it. You become more and more and more spiritual now. So like I said, nobody should decide for you how many seconds you need to hold. Usually people say, okay, you breathe in and then you hold for a few seconds, a count of 4, you breathe out for a count of 4. Every body is different. My body is different, your body is different. You decide for yourself how many seconds you need to hold. So the right way of doing it is you breathe in with that intention in your mind that I am not this body. You breathe out, I am a soul. When you're breathing out, that entire breath is come out. Now you hold that for a few seconds. You decide for yourself. It shouldn't be that much that now it's becoming uncomfortable for you. So you decide for yourself. So when the sum, that means the breathing out, is more than hum, which is breathing in, which means when you are now realizing that I am a soul and you are in that connection with your self-realization, which is your guru, is where life becomes magical. Okay, so what will start happening is you could be wherever and you'll start noticing, people will start noticing there's a slight smile on your face all the time. You know, your eyes will start feeling a little droopy. This is the best high that you can ever be in, and this high never goes away as long as that maintenance of your and your guru's interaction, realization is always maintained. So this is why some would even call it that Vishnu Bhagwan is sitting over here. You know, like Brahma is the creator of this world, Shiva is the creator of this is the destroyer of this illusion. Vishnu Bhagwan is the peacekeeper. He's like the maintenance guy. You know, he's maintaining everything over here, making sure everything is well balanced between the creation and the destruction of illusion. So some would say that this is Vishnu sitting over here. So maintenance of your realization of you and your guru is what will make you start living a very spiritual life, which is a most magical life. Your personality will change, your aura will change, you will start even looking different, you will start sounding different. People will tell that about yourself. But the practice for that, once again, is when you're breathing in, you tell yourself, I'm not this body. When you're breathing out, I'm a soul. The minute all that breath is come out, breath is for the body, it's for the mind. The soul doesn't need the breath. So the more you hold on to that without being uncomfortable, the more you hold on to that sum position, which is the breath is all come out now. That's where the magic is. So you got to keep practicing it. I am not this body, breathe in, I'm a soul, breathe out, take a pause for a few seconds and then repeat this. You decide for yourself how many times you want to do. You see what works for you, and you'll see a huge difference in your entire life, your personality, how you come across to people, how people are seeing you in your business, in your relationships, everything. Because now Like I said, you're riding the horse, you're riding this world now. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Until I see you again, have a good life. Namaste.